Hello, James here from 4HM, and today we're going to be talking about how to side against windups. Windups recently won the YCS Toronto just a couple days ago, and windups continue to win at our locals. So I just want to create this video to help anyone who's interested in figuring out how to side and what to side against windups. So I'll just start with first card I have one up here, which is called Goes and Match. Goes and Match says each player can only control one attribute of monsters. Send all other face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. A lot of the wind-up monsters are different attributes, so this can be a great card to make sure that your opponent using wind-ups only has one attribute on the field. Macrocosmos. I don't think it's the best card to side against them, but it still can be good if it fits within your deck. But Macrocosmos, when this card resolves, you can special summon one, heals the Criminal Sun from your hand or deck. That's not really important. When this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So this really interferes with Wind Up Rat. It was more of an important card last format when the hand loop was the biggest part of windups, but now that windups is more of a Exceed toolbox deck, I don't think this card is as good as it was last format to side against them. Rivalry of the Warlords. Each of the windups are also different types of monsters as well. So each player can only control one type of monster, send all other face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. Kind of the opposite of Goes and Match. Can be good. Skill Drain. Pretty much the entire windup deck is effect based, so Skill Drain, pretty much destroys. Skill Drain pretty much hurts the whole deck. Summit Limit, it can be a good option. Some people can't use Skill Drain because their deck relies heavily on effects, but maybe not on actual summoning. So Summit Limit says neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. So if they're trying to use like Wind Up Magician's effect to special summon a card from the deck after they normal summoned it, they wouldn't be able to exceed because they've just summoned twice. So it's a pretty cool card. It can be helpful against windups. Chain Disappearance is good. It says when a monster with 1,000 or less attack is summoned, banish that monster. Then your opponent banishes all cards with the same name as that card from their hand or deck. So if they summon Wind Up Magician, you can Chain Disappearance it. If they summon Wind Up Rat, you can Chain Disappearance it. So you can get a big part of their deck out of the way with this card. Effect Veiler, kind of the same as Skill Drain, except Effect Veiler doesn't hurt you, it just hurts your opponent. With this card, you can basically negate the effect of your opponent's card until the end phase of their turn. Great card. It's that slowing them down, doesn't destroy the monster. Like I said, what makes it good is that it doesn't hurt you, and usually all wind-up cards have low attack. So if they can't exceed or get rid of it, most likely you'll be able to destroy the card next turn. Doom Caliber Knight, kind of the same also with effects. Doom Caliber Knight can't be special summoned during either player's turn. When a monster effect is activated, tribute this card and negate the activation if you do destroy that monster. So unlike Effect Veiler, Doom Caliber destroys it as well as negates it, and it destroys himself and that monster. The only thing with Doom Caliber, it's a mandatory, so it doesn't matter if you actually summon a monster and you try to use its effect. Doom Caliber will negate your own monster. So it's kind of a slower card, but it's still really good. Fiendish Chain, pretty much the same thing. It negates effects. It's continuous trap, so if MST is changed to Fiendish Chain, then the effect still goes off. Unlike Doom Caliber, Effect Veiler, where it's just solved. Wind up decks are the special summon a ton, so Maxi can be good at slowing them down because every time they special summon, you get to draw a card. And Wind Up Factory is a big part of a wind up deck, so Thunder King Ryo stops Wind Up Factory from working, and it also could tribute itself, so you could when your opponent special summons a monster, you can destroy it. But that's all I had for good cards deciding against windups. If you have any other suggestions, if you have any cards that I didn't think of that you want to help other people out, put them in the comments below. I'm gonna try to do a lot more of these videos. Summertime's been kind of crazy. It's going into fall, so I'll have more time to put these videos up. But thanks for watching.